So far, I've been learning game dev the hard way, and I've decided to change that. How's it going, everyone? I'm Mermaid, and I'm a solo indie game developer. After I released my game Ariel, I learned a lot about game dev, but the biggest thing I've learned is that I still have so much to learn about game dev. I already know that I learn best through trial and error, and something I realized was that there's a disproportionate amount of error to the amount of learning I've been doing. So, I've been doing research, watching game dev content, reading game dev textbooks, and trying to find strategies that work for me. So, here's me laying it all out, my plan as I see it now. Step 1. Trial and error, but smarter. So instead of doing what I've been doing, throwing crap at the wall and seeing what sticks, I will add a feature, measure feedback, and repeat. This approach already sounds like the obvious answer when compared to making an entire game, releasing it, and then getting drowned in criticism over 100 different features. This way, when I find an idea or feature that gets nothing but poor feedback, I know it's time to pack it up and make a bigger change. Step 2. Regular updates. Something I had a hard time figuring out while developing Ariel was how to get feedback. I had been posting rare devlogs on YouTube, but I learned it wasn't a good method for me to get feedback. I plan on spending just 10 to 15 minutes every day I spend working on my games to work on posting updates on social media like Reddit, Instagram, X, and YouTube. This will support my efforts in step 1 by bringing in the criticism and feedback that I need. Step 3. Fail quickly. I can plan all I want, but nothing is going to stop me from failing, scrapping ideas, scrapping features, and falling on my face. That's why I plan on spending less time in the prototyping phase, less time spent polishing a feature that might turn out to be a terrible addition that no one likes. Prototype, then feedback, then I make the decision on whether the feature stays or not. The faster I make that decision, the better. I've spent way too much time polishing garbage features. And finally, step 4, keep learning. I thought I knew a lot about game dev when I released Ariel, but that clearly wasn't the case. I already mentioned earlier how I've been doing more research on game development, and this will be a never-ending effort as there is always more to learn. I plan on making my next video about how I'll keep learning and the tools I use to do so. A quick summary of that video would look like this. Blargus, GMTK, Juniper Dev, Thomas Brush, and the textbook Game Feel by Steve Swink. Of course, there are more great content creating game devs, but these are the ones that I have fallen in love with. All of this to say, I'm tired of learning game dev the hard way, and I'm looking forward to changing that. That's all I really have to talk about in this video, and I figured I should leave you guys with a little announcement. Nothing big, just a little prototype I've been working on. Here's the clip. It's Ariel 2, by the way. Thank you for watching, subscribe if you want to stay in the loop, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.